Man, just.
Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California, and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. The astronauts' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UCLA's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play.
Coming out aggressively. And
oh, you couldn't turn around and get that.
A big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
What are y'all doing?
Pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, even though that was an
nah, he's from
I'd
Davenport,
be surprised if the secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that.
Oh yeah, what in the world?
Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
You said what?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce.
Oh yeah.
The offense pounces back on it.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Lofts one high and deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up.
Y'all literally let two passes just.
The astronauts offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Man, that's tough.
They'll run the option. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Floating away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll run the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Astronauts.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big
I just want to know if we're going to actually try to catch the ball and not just let the ball just
bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more
fly right past
but
us.
none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
I'm in
UCLA offense
Denzel
is back
League.
on the field, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Thank you.
And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in.
Oh man, they just blew me first
I know it's early
drive.
this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Oh, okay. They just they blew me to the max what they did.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll try to pound their way in. He's in the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead.
Okay, Lord.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped.
I threw a ball out there, and they literally didn't even try to attempt to catch it. It was literally right there in their hands. I'm like, what are we doing?
David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working. You seem to have this defense on their heels.
He'll ride his man on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Couldn't find
He just threw it away?
had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Astronauts will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and not his best work. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. Going for it all.
Nope.
And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically,
yeah?
the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance.
Okay.
They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Getting some heat. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Bruins are on the move. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
We couldn't get in there.
They're going to mark him just a little short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
About to say, man, what are y'all doing?
Touchdown, Bruins!
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough on the road, and today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now on the option. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to put my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Big fullback's got it.
Oh, my God.
5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes. Just hit you in the mouth.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Here comes the option.
Thank you.
Strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Goes to the option.
So I say,
a run up
damn,
the middle is
what are you
stuffed
doing?
for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Astronauts come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. And now on second down for this offense. The option look.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game.
Go on, no, don't stand right
there. Let it happen there.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Coming after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their...
Fires one high and it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw.
Oh, he got hit.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Keeps the legs moving.
Good run.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense.
Exactly how a white man runs the football. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays as a defensive guy.
Pass, it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
And on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good on the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Ain't nobody going to be open.
They'll throw it on first down.
Oh, nope. There you go.
Deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA. How about this? A two-point
Hey, dog, you better catch that.
The give. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He gets it away from his own end zone.
Dang, I couldn't get him
And the
over there.
returner will be brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's low. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative.
And down he goes back at the 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down.
Line up.
Looking for room. It's O'Neal.
That's weak.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really.
I wish they would throw the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far.
And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. On the option. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7.
What are you doing?
Going with the counter play here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Astronauts line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, no.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete.
I thought he was going to pick him up.
That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion because the quarterback was able to get...
Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Up and.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the option. smashes through. They bring him down,
Still ended up third and 5 anyway.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll run the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Whoa.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's got great speed. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He caught it. Touchdown, Bruin. And the beatdown has ensued. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
You better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter. Get me a few short yards.
Did another YN video.
He's got it near midfield. Really
yeah, talking about when you sell a YN some BS.
That's where they'll put it in play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, one play, quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Touchdown, UCLA! And the pummeling has started. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense.
Hey, the cough be hilarious.
Sticks it in his belly. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and 9, try to convert through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The astronauts send out the punt unit. They're up to half kicks today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
That'd be hilarious, man.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats.
Exactly.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10.
Thank God I got the ball off in time. That's all I wanted to do.
It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score UCLA.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Schwartz. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Astronauts will punt this one away. Here's a return from midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on.
He going
shoot.
They in the 3rd round now.
Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Yeah, he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The Astronauts will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch, called for and made.
He called a fair catch for it. You could have been no punt return touchdown.
Ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to get to him. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Coates. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Astronauts come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's made. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Astronauts!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
But he's going to get drafted, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. They
want this clock to move.
At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of running room. At the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Looking for the 2-point try. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Makes the catch. It's Coates. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Now improvising. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the...
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot. Continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Bruin! And the stomping has commenced.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Yep.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Astronauts will punt it away on 4th down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
First down here for the offense.
I actually need to see something.
He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chain. Comes out throwing on first down. He breaks a tackle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bruins in the hurry up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Winning can become